Welcome to Give Voice to Your Vision. I'm super excited for our Visibility to Profitability training today. Hello. I'm here with our head coach, Megan Apple, and we're talking about what to say. How often do you feel like, I need to get more visible? I need to do a video. I need to figure out how to get more clients. And you just feel like you don't know what to say. Let me tell you, this happens no matter what level of business you're at. There can be that moment of like needing inspiration or needing clarity around, what am I going to do a post about? What am I going to write an article about? What am I going to say? So we're going to break down my 5-step what to say system for you. We're going to give you an overview of those steps today. We're also going to talk about the common pitfalls that happen we see with our clients, and from our experience and expertise in ourselves, these pitfalls that happen. We're going to share a couple of the pitfalls that we see happening for each of these steps and tell you what you can do about it. Sound good? So if you're here, please say hi, give us some energy. If you come back and catch a replay, share a comment, share your takeaways. This allows more people to get value from this training, more people to see it, more people to know what's going on here and pick up on the magic. If you're here and you're streaming with us in my Power Up Your Presence community on Facebook, yay, welcome. Say hi in the comments. We'll be able to see those comments here if you give StreamYard permission. And we want to hear from you. We want to get your questions answered as well. So we're going to be here for the next 15 or 20 minutes talking about, what do you say? How do you figure out what to say so that you can be seen, be heard, and be hired, right? We're not talking about visibility for visibility's sake. We're talking about visibility to profitability, because your profitable business means that you're serving the universe at the highest level and uplifting the most people that you can, doing what you love. Sound good? Megan Apple is our head coach, and we are seeing some incredible results. Megan has been supporting entrepreneurs going from 0 to multiple 6 figures for a very long time, and she co-hosts our Visibility Success Accelerators with me. She serves our clients in one-on-one and in her Inspired Revenue Jumpstart as well. Super happy to share her with you and share some of her magic. So hi, Megan. Thanks for jumping in and playing with us.
So excited.
We have a lot to cover, and I feel like this, obviously I'm feeling very energized and excited. I know we have our next cohort of Visibility Success Accelerator starting this after today in a couple of hours. So I'm feeling super energized, and I want to stay focused because this kind of summer is coming energy is upon us, right? And so we want to be able to figure out our messaging, figure out how to be seen, be heard, and be hired in a way that lets us go outside and play and lets us have that lifestyle business that we really want, because it's not about more hustle and grind, kids. When you can dial in your message and you have a simple, streamlined strategy that actually leads to people saying, yes, please, then you are able to have a thriving business without the hustle and grind. And so that's what we love to help you do. So Megan, yay. We're talking about the 5-step what to say system. Okay, so how about I introduce the step, and then I'd love to ask you some other questions and have you share some of your insights and takeaways around some of the pitfalls that happen. Sound good to you?
Perfect.
Excellent. So when people join our Power Up Your Presence community, we ask them a question about like what would help them most, because we create these trainings in part and extra special trainings just inside the group to help people get the real results that they want in their business, in their coaching, healing. Transformation experts are really the people that we're talking to. Those of us who are in the business of transformation have a unique some commonality and some common challenges and growth opportunities, we'll call those, around selling and running a business and really pricing and those kinds of things. And so when they get to, when you join the Power Up Your Presence community, if you're here and you remember this, we ask you like, what's the one thing you're trying to figure out right now in order to have the momentum, income, and impact you want to have in your business? And again, this is the box that gets checked. I need to be clear, confident, and consistent. I need a system to figure out how I can be seen, be heard, and be hired. And so it I developed this 5-step framework years ago now, and it's been working really great for us and for our clients. And the one thing that's unique about my approach with the frequency factor is really where the first step is. A lot of people will give you content templates or template frameworks and tell you different strategies and some kind of pretty common, sensible, great frameworks are out there. But the first step in the what to say to 100K and beyond system is part of what makes us unique. And it's often the thing that people in the transformation, coaching, healing, energy workers, light workers, speakers, inspirational, motivational, people that are really here to share their transformation and help others to have that evolution, struggle with or forget to do. We leave it out. And that is step 1. What do you want to say? Right? Not what are you supposed to say and how do you say it right? But what do you feel called, guided, inspired to share? So Megan, do you have any pitfalls or challenges that you see that you could share some insights with us about on that particular piece of the puzzle, that first step?
I do. So when you are in this space, you have 2 things that drive you: your purpose, what you're meant to do, and your passion. And your passion is what helps you phrase what you actually want to say. So it's not formulaic. It comes from the heart. And it is so infused with who you are energetically and how you show up that it will absolutely attract your clients and have them resonate with your message.
And so what do you think what have you seen people struggling with around that?
One thing is that they've studied a lot and they haven't talked very much. That's number 1. And number 2 is I think you have to own yourself.
Yeah.
I think people I know in Jumpstart, they get a little hung up about, well, I have to say it the right way.
Yeah.
Well, no, you don't. You have to say it from your heart.
Yeah.
And as long as you're saying it from your heart, it's perfect. So throw away the formulas and speak from your heart.
Yeah. And then we're going to follow that right up with a formula, you guys. So there's an art and a science, but if you leave your heart's desire, song, message, calling out of it, or doubt, or weave your doubt of it, or that perfectionism of I've got to say it right, and you don't know how to weave that message in from the get-go throughout whatever template, framework, or formula you're using to help you structure that message so that people can hear you. And that's the rest of the steps. We're going to do that. We're going to walk you through our approach to that today. So you have it and you can go do it. All right. But if you don't weave in your unique heart's calling desire with that thing you want to say, then you're not going to resonate at the highest frequency. This is your frequency factor with the people who are going to be most aligned and inspired and resonant with you. So how do you do that? And it's an art and a science. And as Megan will tell you, everything we do for the clarity, everything that we support you to do is to learn on the go, grow as you go, right? And so it happens in real world, out in the visible space sphere. Implementation is how you get good at it. It's how you get better at it. And having support, which is what we help our clients do often, to hear and learn and discover how do you say it so that people resonate. But it also feels like, yes, it's my favorite response when our clients go, yes, I can say that. It seems so simple. It sounds so good. That doesn't sound salesy at all. And we're like, yes. All right. But if you don't weave in what you want to say, you're not firing on all cylinders in terms of law of attraction, connecting, that you're, who you are. Ralph Waldo Emerson, one of my favorite muses, maybe my most favorite muse. He speaks to me in my dreams, said, who you are speaks so loudly, I can't hear what you're saying.
Right.
So so being you is woven into everything we do. And what stops us? That perfectionism, that I'm not going to do it right, and I need to be more professional, and what are people going to think? That is the work. But we don't get stuck there, stalled out, and you don't have to get that all cleaned up and then go take action, right? So what you're learning here today, we want you to implement it right away in the real world, and reach out to us if you need more support. Deal? Deal. All right. And
I think that one of the things that really empowers our clients is that they're in a community. So
yes,
they get to practice, they get to try this on, they get feedback, they get to give voice, and then they feel more confident, and they can come in going, I don't know what the hell to say. And at the end of an hour, they go, oh, wow, that was so easy, because they got feedback in this safe space. And
right.
that's a huge difference.
It does. And seeing that other people have similar struggles and hearing them say, oh, that sounds pretty good to me. And then it helps you to grow even faster. Things that come up that you wouldn't have expected, other people might be going through, might help you go further faster.
Exactly.
Right? Really powerful. All right, let's jump into step 2. I've got my little banners going here. So step 2, and this is where people get bogged down again, Megan. I can't wait to hear the pitfalls that you share, is like, who do you want to say it to? And I'm going to let you go first, because I have a whole take on how to figure out your niche and how important it is. But I'm going to let Megan talk about some of the common mistakes that people make with this, that are just super easy to make, and it's an ongoing journey. So Megan, what do you think? This is the big, what's your niche? You have to pick your niche. You have to narrow your niche. Who do you want to say it to?
This is my favorite thing. I can help everybody.
Yes, you can.
But that's a demographic, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a group that you can speak to in all of the things, the calling that you want to bring. So you have to define who you want to date for the next 90 days. And what happens is people go, but if I choose, I'm leaving so much on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here to tell you, no, you aren't. You can do that later. Once you get fully booked, go to this next group, but marry, or at least go steady with that well-defined target market, whatever it is, whoever you want to help, in a really well-defined way, because then you're messaging, what you're saying, how you're communicating, the words that you're using, they're going to resonate with. They're going to go, oh my God, she really knows me. She sees me. And that's how clients come to us. So narrow. And remember, you're not getting married. You're only going steady. I will send you the letter jacket.
Definitely going steady. And there's a couple of other things that I'm going to just give you some advanced nuance on, in terms of how do you pick. There's some different ways to pick. If you're just starting out, starting with your grassroots network, and really, we have a process of helping people kind of talk to a few people, ask some questions, and gather that language. But it also makes sense, I'm thinking of, if you're working with people with chronic fatigue, right? You've had a massive transformation around chronic fatigue, and you want to help other people live healthy, vibrant, amazing lives for the rest of their lives, right? One of our clients' taglines is "Live the best of your life for the rest of your life," right? And that's Terry Belaska. I just got consumed with Terry, and now I'm like, blah, 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 blah. What am I talking about? Considering not only that you can help everybody, but considering their ability and desire and preparedness to invest in the solution, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in the world of chronic fatigue, do you want to speak to the people who are, really at the beginning of that journey, or being bogged down by that journey? Do they have the resources? Do they have the bandwidth? Do they have the willingness, openness to be seeking a solution, right? So deciding narrowing your niche. And we do this in our Inspired Offer workshop. We start with the offer for all of our clients so they can design their business based on the revenue they want to design, their offer rather based on the business that they want to have, instead of kind of just the next thing. And really are identifying who you're speaking to, as the people that are most ready, that they're actively looking for the solution that you bring, is another way to narrow who you're talking to. And remember that your visibility, your marketing, your message really can help people and will help more people than you'll ever know. So put your marketing and your messaging and your sharing your content, and just trust that the people who need it are going to hear it. But if you focus your message toward those people who are looking for a solution, you're going to get better results for your business. And I propose that that means you're going to help more people. I know that that means you're going to help more people, right? Right. So that gets us to this third step. And this is another one that people, it's probably one of the main things we do that to help our clients. Tell me what you think, Megan, right? This is like, what are they seeking? Not what is the transformational hypnotherapy and energy process that you're going to use to help them get it, right? So the third step is to really know what they seek. So Megan, do you want to share some of the things that you think people get hung up here?
Oh, yeah. First of all, everybody talks about process. I'm a life coach. And when you work with me, I use these 4 modalities so that this happens. Nobody cares how. They don't care.
We do. We love them. These are beautiful, sacred processes, and we love you, and we know you're brilliant. Right?
We do. We love you, of course. And all that anybody that you're talking to cares about is what results are you going to give them. So if you
help them to get, right? What results are you going to help them get for themselves, right?
Right. So if you know what is keeping them up at night, right, and causing them angst and anxiety or worry, or they can't build their business or whatever it is, you're actually able to communicate with them. When I hear you, first of all, I hear you. And when you work with me, these are the results that we will work together to achieve. That's all.
And so when you're saying those results, that's great, Megan. Thank you. When you're saying those results in better than they can themselves,
exactly.
When you can articulate those results better than they can themselves, using words that are the same as the way they're thinking about it, using their words, then the human brain assumes if you're that clear on the problem, that you have an answer.
You're a solution. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And also, I think it helps them see a glimmer of the change that can happen, because we need to give our clients first what they want so that we can have permission to give them what they really need. And so when you talk about results that resonate with them, all of a sudden they go, wow, she gets me. I understand what she's saying. I'm ready to work with her.
And even that feeling of being understood and having somebody who can potentially know that there's a pathway that's going to help you get those results is a gift, whether they hire you or not.
Exactly.
Right. And I propose, again, that's just how we want to create all your marketing, your visibility, your messaging, from emails to webinars to social media posts to video content. That's really what we're working on honing in on for you. So once you know what they seek, the step 4 in the what to say system is to build a bridge between what you know they need and what you want to say to what they are looking for, right? So we build a bridge from what you know is going to help them create the results that they want, the amazing modalities and the processes and the steps that you are going to help them through, and all that, the how many calls and the sessions and all that stuff that they're going to get. We want to meet them right where they are and really stay in the language of those results that they're looking for, right? And that's how you start to build a bridge between what you know they're going to need to do to get there and where they are now, right? So what are some of the challenges, if you can think of a couple of examples or thoughts on terms of like, where do you see people getting hung up here, Megan? We've touched on it a little bit, but
yeah, I think some of it's languaging. Again, it's not helping them see the reality. And here's my belief. People are able to step into the concept of transformation if they know where they're going. So one of the ways that we can build that bridge is help them to see a different way, right? So if I'm working with a client who's really stuck and doesn't know how to say things correctly or feel good about saying it, I might say something like, what would it be like if you knew exactly how to say what was impactful to your potential client and you felt confident and good about doing it? What would that be like? Right now,
What would
you've
that do
given
for you and your business?
and what
Mhm.
would it do? And how would it help you? And how much more impact you could make and how much more fun you could have in your business. Now you've given them a destination and you've given them something they can imagine. And imagination is incredibly powerful. So when we build that bridge, we have to give them a place that's at the end of the bridge that they can start to imagine.
And also paint the picture of what they think they want. Right?
Absolutely.
The bridge, it's a bridge to nowhere if it's a pie in the sky, vague, you're
Right.
going to have this thing. But if we know you want to live the rest of your life, be the best of your life, and that's going to be through energy and strength and well-being, then they go, yeah, I want that.
The
Right.
words that your clients use always, right? That
Yeah.
helps them across that bridge.
And this is what I see people struggle with most, myself included. I pay tens of thousands of dollars to my amazing mentoring communities to run my language by as well. It's taken me probably 8 or 10 years now I guess I'm in my ninth year to really be able to catch myself and spot it. And honestly, when you teach what you learn right away, which is what I often do, you get really good at it, right? So because I've had the opportunity to help so many other people now, it's less of a challenge, but there's still this nuance, and we reach different milestones or plateaus of confidence and clarity around that. One of them for me has been but if I keep but I've said that so many times, right? And they're like, yes, and it works. Say it again, because they need to hear it, right? So building the bridge, it's elusive because always having a mechanism and remembering and prioritizing, going back into that language of your client, knowing how to collect it as you go and grow along the way, is something that never ends. You don't ever get it figured out. So often we want to get our what to say messaging. Many people come to us saying, I need to get my messaging more clear because it's not working. And I'm like, that happens through putting it out there, seeing what works, growing your confidence, your understanding of your audience, and then, review, repeat, and, review, revise, and repeat, so that it's working better. And that's you never get it done. It's an ongoing journey as an entrepreneur. So that's where I think learning how to tune into what they seek, step 3, and then step 4, learning how to build that bridge. That's your marketing. That's your visibility. That's your speaking. It's your webinars. And it's an ongoing journey.
And what's great about, again, being part of the community, I'm such a believer in this. We play with this all the time.
Yeah.
We practice, we talk to each other in this language. And when you have 5 or 10 entrepreneurs listening to you, the feedback that they give you is absolutely priceless.
Yeah.
And you gain more confidence. And then when you start posting things in the Facebook group, I just did this post or I did this live video, what do you think? And you have 10 people commenting, including Michelle and me. Wow, that's super powerful. You can move forward much more quickly because you're not trying to figure it out yourself.
And not going into all of the little inner criticisms, judgment stuff,
Right.
mind, Megan mentioned imagination. It is your most powerful tool. Everything that exists in the world was thought of first. And what we do when we're people pleasing or we're unsure or we're trying to get it right before we put it out there, that is imagining the worst, right? It's imagining what we don't want. And so being able to see and be in a community of other people who are doing that too. And you're like, but that's pretty good, right? And watching them learn it and learning with them, then it becomes that rising tide raising all boats. Very powerful. So when your audience can hear you and they hear you and hire you, when you lead them from where they are to what is possible,
Right.
with your service or support. All right. So that is the building the bridge. So I'm going to just go step 4, build the bridge between what you want to say and what they are looking for, right? That thing you're here to share, what you're bringing forward and what they're looking for. And then they hear you and hire you when you can lead them Meet them where they are with your message and your marketing, and bring them step by step to what's possible with your service or support. Okay. And then step 5 in the what to say system is, and we already sneak peeked this because it's important every step of the way. You got to say it out loud, right? You got to put it out there, review it, revise it, and repeat it, and then repurpose it in order to have it feel solid, dialed in, to know if it's working. So, and you know it's working when you have clients signing up. It's not working until you have clients signing
Right.
up. Now, your message might be working, your audience might be growing, you might be getting great engagement, but after that messaging piece, you need to have basically, I hate to tell you, break the news, sales process, right? So how does that messaging actually lead people to sign up with you? And I'm going to do a quick detour. And then Megan, I want to hear from you, like what you see slows people down or stops people with this 5th step. And that detour is that a lot of people, we've been indoctrinated by the online marketing space, the digital marketing space, that the way people are going to buy is through digital assets, landing pages, clicking buttons, and buying through those marketing materials exclusively. And I'm going to tell you flat out the truth. Those marketing materials are awesome. We have some of those that are bringing people into our world and clicking and buying, and it's fantastic. But I stalled out for about 5 years in my online business, busting my head against the wall, trying to get those things working instead of actually talking to people. And that's why we do what we do in the Visibility Success Accelerator. That's why we craft your highest transformation offer and design your business, your offers to grow the business that you want, not the thing you think people will buy. And that's all a benefit of my journey in that process, where visibility without clients isn't enough, right? Visibility for visibility's sake, 10,000 followers and 1 client is not better than 100 followers and 1 client,
Right.
or 100 followers and 10 clients. So there's the visibility. Your message is out there, sharing what you are about, how you help. You're speaking the language of your clients, and you're sharing from your enthusiasm, confident heart. So your energetic presence is there. And then is it leading people to sign up? And I propose that your videos, your lives, your messaging, and learning how to have real conversations with people, that which is your sales process. How do you do that without being gross, but still being open for business? Is actually going to make those the golden city of digital sales pages where people just click and buy, and having everything automated, right? Your automation is going to be better when you've implemented these 5 steps in real life with real people. That doesn't mean not online, right? In your Facebook groups, in your posts, in your emails, in your conversations, in your messenger, in your telephone, in your email, but really knowing your audience and talking to them, and all the way from building this bridge to saying it out loud. And then your next step is to having that process for actually saying, hey, I have this thing that's going to help you do that. Are you interested? Right? So backtrack, I had to get it out. Saying it out loud. This is putting it out in the world. This is your implementation. So where do you see people get bogged down or needing support around getting it out there?
This is like my favorite thing.
No.
I would prefer not to be like a salesperson. I feel like I'm wearing a plaid suit. Or I would love to be underneath my desk waiting for the phone to ring. And what I say to them is, great, it won't happen. So here's the deal. When we think about what we do as being impactful, whether somebody is a client or not, when we stand in service every moment of every day, when we look at opportunities to make a difference, then we realize that when we're talking to people with the idea, potentially even enrolling them, because that will help them, right? We are in a sacred space, because whether they buy from us or not, it doesn't matter. We are positively impacting on them just by the exchange. People are thirsty for relationships and connection.
Yeah.
And we owe it to them to make an offer to help them because that's our responsibility. We can't be,
And it's our opportunity. It's really the ultimate expression of sharing your message, of growing your business,
yeah,
right? It's really the ultimate expression. And so falling in love and with the process, and that's why we frame up your enrollment conversation as a sacred moment, whether they sign up or not,
yeah,
right? And you're creating an opportunity for them to be clear. You're creating an opportunity for them to have support, actually having the results that they want. And you're also gathering the language that they're using to talk about what they do when you have that sales process dialed in. So when I call it a sales process, it sounds icky and
yeah,
gross and salesy, but really it's this knowing how to have this sacred enrollment conversation, this inquiry of that's going to help them to be clear and to articulate what they want and to understand what's stopping them and to see the possibility of what could be, and then to get them in that point and not say, here's how I could help you with that, or would you like to hear how I could help you with that. You're basically painting this golden city picture. I have this golden city image in my head today. I've never had that before. Picture for them, and then just leaving them hanging,
yeah,
right? You're leaving them hanging. So that's a little kind of like the bonus next step on the what to say system, right? Because we do need to know what to say. And it is a process of write it, post it, review it, revise it, repeat it, repurpose it. Okay. And that is an ongoing journey. And it starts with like now getting out there. And there doesn't have to be, 30 days of nurturing in order to go from, hey, is this one of your challenges? Is this one of the things you're looking at doing this year or this month or this week? Here's the thing, here's some value. And actually have a really cool process that I walk people through in order to help them do that. Are you interested? Or comment below if you want to hear it, or if you comment below if you want the gift, right? It's not that hard. And then if they want that gift, to have a mechanism and the confidence and the clarity and a simple, direct, loving, enthusiastic system way, I know what to say. Like, it's not just what to say in your visibility, it's what do you say next, right? And knowing what to say next, to say, hey, this is how I help clients. Are you interested in that? Is that something that you would like to have a conversation about? Great, right? And then you're not leaving them hanging. Then it's up to them. And that's one of the places where I see people get hung up.
Yep.
That they think and feel like they are doing everything they can to be visible, but they don't know how to finish building that bridge into, and they feel a little hinky about it, right? A little bit like, but every single one of our clients who has the support they need to find that moment of like, oh yeah, I could say that. That's no big deal. And they say it and it works. That is where the transformation happens. All right. So get the support you need to get clear on that. And then, write it, post it, review it, revise it, and repeat it, and then repurpose it. And then you're having this trust, this confidence in your messaging, and you know how to have that leading to clients signing up. It takes your whole business and your whole life to another level, right? Of clarity, of momentum, of prosperity. Anything else you want to say
yes.
about our system, Ms. Megan?
Community. That is what helps you practice all of this so that you feel confident, and empowered. We do this as part of the VSA. We do office hours. And when somebody has a really important enrollment conversation that week, we practice it.
Yeah.
And so
having a safe container, watching other people to do it as well. We're going to do our what to say to 100K and beyond event in the fall. And that is a time where we get to bring you together to voice your vision and walk through. We do a whole deep dive training and implementation process on this framework. And you get to talk to people and see what they're doing. And really, my background is a singing performance teacher and speaking trainer from Broadway to the boardroom for 20 years. Weaves this process of the physical sensation, vibration, breath, voice, in the biggest sense of the word, your calling, your essence, your vision, your mission, and the physical apparatus that you use to say it and share it are all woven into this process. And when you can be with other people who are being brave and growing together, and also have the opportunity to give voice to it for yourself, it's just an essential part of the process. And a little bit of practice, and then go out and do it in the world. That's what we really focus on. And just enough practice to go out and do it in the world. Say it out loud, say it proud, and no apologies for the vision that you have, the transformation that you help people to bring, and for being open for business. Because when those people invest in themselves to have the support they need to get the results that you can help them to get for themselves, it's a win-win-win-win-win all the way down the line. All right. So good. What to say? Let's review the system. Megan, any final thoughts? We are here talking about being seen, being heard, and being hired. That's an essential part of your marketing and your visibility plan. We have been reviewing my what to say system. Step 1, what do you want to say? Don't leave you and your heart's desire and your transformation, your experience out. Step 2, who do you want to say it to? Narrowing and choosing your audience for the most highest vibe, frequency, resonance, and relevance, and who are ready, willing, able, looking for you to hire you. And then what is it that they seek? Not what do they need, not what do you think they need to do, but what are they looking for? And that is where we start to master and really investigate, have the inquiry around what the language of our clients, right? Our potential clients. And then you got to build a bridge from where they are to where they could go, and how you can help, right? How you can help. And then of course, rubber meets the road. Where? Implementation, transformation through implementation here for you, for your audience, and for your business. Oops, I didn't click the button. Say it out loud. And that's where we write it, we post it, or we record it. We do our videos, or we go live, we post it, we review it, we revise it, we repeat it, and we repurpose it, so that your message grows as you go. Your clarity, your confidence, your resonance, your frequency raises as you go. Confidence and clarity through courage and inspired action, courageous, inspired action. That's how we do. Megan, it's so fun to have you with us. We are wrapping up here for today. Hey, on our next, we're playing with new times for the Give Voice to Your Vision. We've been at noon on Thursdays for years and years, and we're going to mix it up over the next few months in the summer with some new times, hopping in at different times. We've got some great interviews coming up for you at this time. Next week, we have my dear friend, amazing colleague with a vast resource treasure trove for speakers, for booking speaking gigs, getting your stuff together for speaking. Jackie Lappin from Speakertunity is our guest next week. And the following week, we're going to talk in video revolution. My friends and clients and colleagues, Nancy, I think I didn't talk to both of them in that interview. We're going to we're going to have them on for a live interview, because they are launching, Nancy and Robert are launching the Video Revolution Summit. So we get them all to ourselves next week, the week after next, to talk about video, the power of video, and get you access to all things videorific in the Video Revolution Summit. So we've got some good guests coming up for you on the Give Voice to Your Vision show, and we can't wait to see you here. You're welcome to invite friends to join us and to catch the replay. Megan, as ever, thank you for being my stalwart companion and fellow guide in the Inspired Voice business coaching, and taking such good care of our brilliant, amazing clients. We love you guys. We're here to support you. If you have any questions about how to use the system or how to have our support, you're just going to comment below or send us a message, and we're going to let you know. There's a couple of different ways that we serve and support clients, and we're in it for you to win it. I'm making rhymes today.
That was really good. Nice.
All right, guys. Have an amazing weekend. Thanks for being here, Megan.
Bye.